Well, hey guys, here I have something that I normally wouldn't really film, but it's unlocked, so I figured why not. This is a 2005 Dodge Grand Caravan. I believe it's an SXT. So we'll go ahead and start off with the front end. Typical Grand Caravan styling, starting to look pretty aged actually. This is the first time I've looked at these and thought, wow, these look old. We've had so many of these as rentals on family vacations. This one has about 166,000 miles on it, and honestly, for that many miles, it's held up really well. Of course, you do have some bug damage on the front end. This was probably a highway car. Oxidation, just a tiny bit on the headlight. That's not that bad, actually. Just your standard reflector halogen headlamps with your fog lamps down below. Place to mount your front license plate right there. Black plastic grille with your crossbar right there that all Dodges kind of have. Taking a look at the wheels on this one, we have, what have we? Two 1565 R16s wrapped in a BF Goodrich Touring TA tire with a friendly little dirt dauber up there. So we'll try and stay away from that guy. Steel brakes up front. You do have black plastic mirrors. They are really sun faded, but that's pretty typical of cars down here in the South. They do fold in, kind of. They're a little worn out. Body colored door handles that are kind of peeling, but you know, it's not that bad. This car is 11 years old with, almost 11 years old with 166,000 miles. You do have disc brakes in the rear as well, so that's nice, with a top mounted caliper. That's strange. Same tires on the back. Fuel filler door right here. It is just plastic and really, really flimsy. You can see your track for your door right there. These rear windows do pop out. You can see your Grand Caravan badge right there on the back. Dodge, and it is an SXT. Your rear wiper is mounted right up here with a blade that doesn't look like it would do anything anymore. It's just so dry rotted. Place to insert the key and unlock that back there. Your single exhaust outlet right down there. We'll go ahead and open up the back while we're back here. Struts are kind of blown. I did fail to mention you have your third brake light right up there. But again, for 166,000 miles, I'm really impressed with this thing. It's not bad. Of course, the interior is not great and it's not that clean, but it could certainly be much worse. So this one does have the Stow and Go seating, as you can see, and I don't really know how to do this. I think that's number one, and then so that's how you deploy. No, that's definitely not it. But you can see you do have third row seats, pretty clean. Don't look like they've really been used that much, honestly. They look like they've been folded down most of their life. Okay, so that's popped in. I pull number one here. That folds down. I pull number two. That releases that. I pull number no. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Pull one. Latch that down. Pull number two. Pull. Now we pull number three. That number one has to latch before you can pull number three. I see. So then you can see you have a flat floor right down here, which is really pretty good for these vans. They had a lot of room in here, and when I say a lot, I do mean a lot. They were really comfy on all of our road trips. So to lift it back up, just do like this, and I'm doing all this one-handed, so it can certainly be done. Release that, and then pull that back up. So yeah, Stow and Go seating for the third row is pretty easy. You do have a little handle right here to pull your lift gate down, which is nice. Paint's actually in pretty good shape on this one too. It looks like it was fairly well taken care of. Of course, you have a few nicks here and there, but overall it's not bad at all. You do have some door guard molding things right down there. That was an educated statement. A few dings, a few scratches, typical stuff that you would expect. This one does have the mighty 3.8 liter V6 that everybody loves to hate, and your typical minivan style wipers up there. We'll go ahead and pop the hood on this one. Just pull this lever right down here. These all have a very distinct smell too. They all smell the same. And if you've ever been in these, you know what I'm talking about. Let's see, where's the thingy? I just did this. There, it's the thingy. You can see mighty 3.8 liter 6 cylinders of screaming fury under here. And they do scream because they are gutless. These have about 0 power, but you can see your very rusty header coming off of this side and running down behind the engine. It is actually, it's a throttle by cable, which is interesting. And your battery has maximum corrosion as well. Not a lot to see under here. Not a very good engine. They put these in the Jeeps, the first JKs, and dear Lord, they were bad. They were so bad. So we'll go ahead and hop inside this one. Doors are nice and thick. I'm sure the safety on these wasn't fantastic, but it's an early 2000s design, so what can you expect? Door materials on the top, you do have a hard plastic up here with a softer vinyl and a softer plastic right down here. You do have a very dirty body, or a gray door handle. Power door locks. Here's your window vents right here for the 3rd row windows. The 2nd row windows don't do anything, they don't roll down. I think they fixed that on the generation after this. Automatic down driver's side window, but it's not automatic up. Very cheap feeling toggles, but they've held up, so I gotta give them credit. Like I said, 166004. Very simple dials, very easy to read. Fuel, speed, tach, engine temperature. You do have a tilting steering wheel, no telescoping. Traction control is right up there. Very strange place for traction control. You have your power mirror controls right over here. Again, very cheap feeling controls. Oh, that's actually working. That one works too. Again, they've held up. Your headlamps right here, pull for fogs. Panel dim stuff right there. Again, it's not a very well-made car, but it's held up to 166,000 miles and almost 11 years of crap. So, you know, you got to give it credit for that. Wiper controls right here, wash, and your high beams. I think these have a 4-speed automatic through this very funky looking column shifter right here. Dashboard is very nice and padded, but it is warping a little bit right around here. But very nice materials on the dashboard. 2 speakers, one here, one up there. 3 vents right here. The AC in these actually works really well from what I remember. I think the last one we had was in San Diego, California. We've had so many of these vans as rentals, 4 or 5 maybe. Your rear wiper control right there, or no, that's the washer. How do you turn the rear wiper just on? How do you do that? That's not it. I know for sure that's not it. There's your front ones. Huh. Okay. That's strange. Do these rear wipers just wash? Is that all they do? That can't be right. I have no idea. That's not important. Single zone climate controls. Actually, you have dual zone for the rear. You can set it for the rear to be able to control it too. Temperature sliders right here, and it is dual zone in the front as well, so that's nice. You have your rear window washer here, defrost, recirculation, and your AC compressor. Very typical Dodge Chrysler head unit. This was same head unit that was in our 2003 Dodge Ram we had. 6 presets. And it is a 6 CD changer, so that's nice. Little storage tray right down there. Cup holders that come out right there with some food in them. Dual 12-volt power outlets, coin storage area down there, as well as another storage tray. Spare tire is somewhere up under here. You do have this lockable center console here. This is actually the first one I've ever seen that has this. Lots of storage in here. You have a little pop-up phone holder too. And this ought to show you how far phones have come. But you just flip this, no. But there's another power outlet in there, and it is kind of lined down there. There's another power outlet right back there. You have this really cheap and gross plastic tray right here with the liner that's just going everywhere. That just sits right up on the top, and your cell phone holder flops down in there. You do have some storage area for some stuff up there. Really flimsy though. But, I mean, it's not broken anywhere, unlike the Mercedes I just filmed. So, You know, I like to rip on these, but they're not that bad of cars, honestly. You have your cruise control on your leather wrapped steering wheel. Horn works very loudly. Parking brake located right there. Just pull this lever to release. This parking brake has certainly been used. You can see where the metal has, or the paint has worn off the metal. Coming to the seats, I love the seats in these things. I would honestly buy one of these things just to road trip the heck out of it. Then when it breaks, buy another one. Because they're so comfortable. I love these seats. Very solid material, and they've held up so well. Like, there's a few butt wrinkles right there, but that's it. That's all that's wrong with these seats. You do have an armrest right over here that's pretty dirty, but with a cleaning, it'd be fine. This van's blowing me away. The only issue that I'm seeing is the headliner is starting to fall down, and that's like, I mean, that's a pretty substantial issue, but it's not that bad. I mean, especially when you have the Texas sun baking down on these all 11 years worth of their life. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy. You have a very tiny center console with a hard plastic lid. Everything down here is hard plastic. But these seats are so comfy. Pedal positioning is right where you'd want it. I might have the seat a tiny bit more forward. And it is actually a power seat, and it still works. All of it. Tilt, raising your butt up, recline. So very nice. Very nice. Simple, cheap, and fairly economical transportation for a lot of people. I would buy one of these things and just have a party in here or something. This is cool. A little bit nostalgic there for a minute. Sun visors, you do have a mirror and a vanity light right there with the visor kind of holding up the center console, or the headliner, I mean. Same thing on the passenger side. Pretty flimsy lid, but it's not that bad. Power doors, you can see that works, and you can close it with that too. This one works for this side, and the hazards do come on whenever you operate the power doors. And you can turn off and on the power for the doors right there as well. Your trip computer up here, home link right there, halogen interior lights right there. Just simple, but it's all held up and it all works. You have another speaker in the door panel. All of this is a hard, giant chunk of hard plastic, but you know, it's functional, and there's no extremely sharp edges, and the graining is really nice too. They have a really soft graining. So we'll go ahead and open the power door. Before I head out of the front seat, you have a little storage area there for something. I don't really know what it's for. A little cheap feeling up there. And this seat does feel a tiny bit collapsed. The left side of my butt is kind of down on something that feels like bare metal. But it's not that bad, honestly. Closing the front door, closes with a nice solid thunk. These are Stow and Go seats as well. We'll see if I can demonstrate those real fast. Let's see. So in order to do that, you have a little cup holder right here, I think. Yeah, there's a little cup holder. Make sure that's folded in, make sure that's folded down. I think you have to slide the front seat forward maybe. Not really sure, because that cover back there has to flip up out of the floor. And then you open this up, and you open it like that, and it'll hold itself. Make sure that's latched, and pull on this, and bad things happen. But then, the seat folds right down into the floor, and you close this, you close this, and you close this, and you have flat cargo storage with seats in the floor. Like, that's just cool. These are such versatile vehicles. But anyways, I'll go ahead and hop in the back third row while I have easy access to that. Let me pull this seat up and I'll sit back here. And also what's really nice is you have a super deep load bay with the seats up. Not a lot of legroom in this third row. I was much shorter last time I was in one of these. I I can fit back here, but it ain't comfy. The seats, they're just so thin, but I mean, they're comfortable, so I'm not gonna hate on them. I kind of fit dual cup holders back here. You have another speaker, you have a storage area with nothing in it except hard plastic. And you can see your power mechanism to flip that out right there. Interior light right up there, air vent, coat hanger, oh no handle. Even back here in the third row, this is kind of falling out of the ceiling, so that's nice. But very easy to get in and out of, especially if you want to deal with folding that seat up and down. We'll go ahead and flip that seat back up here. So you just pull on this handle, this opens up, flops back, this opens up, holds itself, grab this handle, lift the seat up, which is a little heavy, not gonna lie, flops back down into the floor, pull this lever to release the recline, and voila, you have a seat again. And then you just pop this back down into the floor, and it's perfect. And then put your floor mat back, scoot the driver's seat back. It is a little bit of an ordeal, but it's not that bad, especially if you don't do it that often. Getting into the second row, seats are a little hard, but they're plenty supportive. And just, let me see if I can raise this headrest up. The headrest kind of, there we go. But once you're back here, it's comfy. I have just enough leg room. Knee room is good. My knees are a little high, but you do have a no-no handle right there and a no-no handle right there. Interior lighting there, coat hook, and another air vent. You have your rear climate controls right up here. Just a really well put together interior. I mean, not well put together, but it's held up well. You have your power door control right there. So if you don't want to reach up and push this handle, you can just have the door open itself. That's an interesting noise. And then you have armrests on the seats that fold down, and the seats recline for days. I'm like laying down in the back of this car now. I mean, I just don't understand why, like these, nobody really liked these, but they did what they were supposed to do, so why hate, you know? I mean, I think you can pull, nope, can't do that. You can close it yourself. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this tour on this 2005 Dodge Grand Caravan. I like these things. You know, if I did a lot of traveling, why not just buy one of these? They're dirt cheap. They have a butt ton of room. You can take how many people or things you want with you, and they just work. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.